I got in MSCS in data science. So I
Okay.
want to like if there is a possible to change a track to a like is there
Yeah,
any
you
procedure
can
for?
do that.
They, I think we can do, but there is a limitation from two branches which we cannot change. I am not sure on which two are those.
I
Better is
think
to
it's for
mail
directed research and one other.
software,
I
software
don't
develop.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So see, the best thing is mail to your career advisor. For masters, we don't have a one career advisor each person. There's a proper CS masters @advisor email ID. Just mail it to them. They will actually
Okay.
explain you the correct process. Let me give you the link if you want. Academic advisors.
Thank
Okay. Yeah. Arpita, I mean, let's start. Maybe let's
Okay,
not waste
fine.
time. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, can I understand what is the advantage of the location we are at? Is it of any good advantage, or is it just like any other?
Okay. One major advantage which I have understood by watching, so there are many YouTubers out there like UD, Parth, Rob. So what I have understood by their videos is that let's take a startup, okay? A company who cannot invest in your relocation amount will
Right.
not prefer hiring a person who is far away from that location.
Mhm.
But if a company is in California, which is a tech hub, you have so many startups out there, they might prefer you over, let's say, someone in Dallas or New York. That is
Mhm.
one big advantage. And again, brand. So Parth actually just today morning he uploaded a video about how to decide about the college, what all things to consider. And if you check that video out, you can easily say that USC is a good option because you have that admit.
Okay.
I hope you know
Uh,
Parth. Let me
no, I
give,
don't.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. The
let
guy
me,
from Purdue, right?
yes,
Yeah.
I'll give his link also.
Uh, Ayush, you just now said that Los Angeles is not a big tech hub, right? I mean, something like that.
Yeah,
So,
specifically the Los Angeles County. I'm talking about California. So within California, you don't have to pay you relocation. It's like Maharashtra and Mumbai.
okay,
So within Maharashtra, you
Right.
yeah.
can.
Okay.
So, have you seen your friends getting the benefit of the location? Have you
Uh,
seen people around you facing that?
Not exactly, but definitely benefit of brand USC. Like myself, I approached our alumni from Marshall School. He has a great podcast series, and the moment I said, okay, I'm also from USC, I want to connect with you on LinkedIn, he instantly accepted and he started replying to me on LinkedIn. So the moment you have that USC tag, if it's from alumni of USC, you can just start the conversation. It's a good icebreaker.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? Lavanya here.
Yeah. Hi. So, my question was regarding the I-20. You said it's around $68,000.
Yes.
So, in case, is it advisable to come to US with the amount that is just mentioned in the I-20, or is it advised that we need to have 2 years worth of fees before we enter?
So
Okay. I'll.
I'll take this one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the probably the only hurdle which you'll face regarding to this regarding your financial documents is on the visa interview. So to for that it is advisable that you show almost 2x the amount of I-20.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
Although I
100
have
or
seen
100K.
people,
100K is
yeah,
sufficient.
although I have seen people get by with 1.5 times, and I think that's a reasonable estimate for what we'll be spending here based on the 2 years program. So anything around that figure, you'll be able to get by.
And just to add on that, when you're applying for visa, right, you can also show. So there are two kinds of money that you have to show: liquid and non-liquid. So a property, for example, is not a liquid asset. It will take time to sell, but that will be allowed as a proof for your visa interview.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
But liquid asset is like your loan, your mutual funds, your savings, your stock market if you're investing. So I'll tell you my honest what I have done. I have a loan of around 50 lakhs from Bank of Baroda, and I had some amount invested for the 4 years in my mutual funds and stock market. And I don't want to take any money from my parents. That is done deal. I don't want to take a single rupee. So how I started is initially because your loan process has to start, you need some amount that my parents gave. First, entire fees was given by my bank. Okay,
Okay.
there's a margin amount which and there is one more thing. Okay, there is some term which I forgot, that 10% or 20% you have to pay. So all that stuff was sorted
Yeah, exit
for
margin.
margin amount. Yeah, it depends
Okay.
on bank to bank. It depends on if you're taking from NBFC or government bank. There are many factors. And for summer, what I have done, I have sold all my mutual funds and I was able to collect the summer fees because the market was high right now. So it all depends on how you plan yourself, how you have spread across your savings, if you have, or how your parents can support you on that. But obviously, don't take 100K and keep it in your bank. That is not at all a good financial advice, because if you understand inflation, you are just burning your money. Again, that's a separate topic.
Thanks. And another thing is, this might be a little odd question because everything is US centric here, but I just wanted to check the part time is restricted to on campus in US, but
Yes.
if you do decide to go to either Canada or Australia or any other countries, you have the option of being able to earn while you study. So, but people still choose US. So, can you talk about the reason why it's still an advantage?
Raghav, help. I have not compared, to be specific. I mean, if you
Okay.
ask me, I have not compared other countries. And US was specifically because of the tech hub. Like my dream is to work in Bay Area. As simple as that.
Right.
I've already worked in Bangalore. I know how it feels to working in a tech hub. So I just want to come. And that was the only reason.
One word answer is California. And other thing to look
Dollars.
at it is
Dollar.
like you can see that US masters has a better value than masters in any other country. So your
Yeah.
employability will be much better if you graduate from any university in US.
Right.
Yes. So let's say, for example, worst case, even my backup plan is if I don't get H1B in the 3 slots, I might move to Australia or Canada, considering what formalities are there. UD J is also a person who has great podcast with the immigration lawyers and other people. So check him out also. It's
Thanks, guys.
UDJ. Yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah, can
I
I
have
next?
Okay. Parth, yeah.
Yeah, so you mentioned that for the first semester we get some pre-cleared subjects. So like, are those some default subjects that everyone gets, or like, do we choose them, or how does that work?
It's default based on your curriculum track. Like algo is for sure, which you will get if you are in CS, be it CS, AI, CS, CN, whatever. And then AI people got AI. I was from CN, so I got my CN course. But there were few people who did not want to take algo and AI because AI is heavy. So they came here, they got the passport verification done, and they moved to database, for example.
So, and what is the other like default course for CS general?
For general, it is only algo.
So we get to choose the other one, or
No. University will decide. Raghav, it was AI for you, right?
Yeah, I was in CSAI, so I had to do the AI thing. But yeah, I have seen people going for databases, and yeah, databases is what the MSC's general track do in the first sem.
You will get a mail you will get a mail before. I mean, we travel. I think we got a mail
anyways,
1
it
month.
isn't like hard and fast. You can apply for declearance and stuff like that. That you want to do another course rather than doing the algo or the one that has been assigned to you.
Yep. So yeah, again, I'll repeat. Definitely check Hardik's video. He had applied for declearance and he got into a mess. I think it's episode 4, part 2.
okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Hi, sorry,
Ayush.
I'm cutting in. Sorry, guys. Just related to the same topic. So, I read that the spring courses are limited, or you don't have as many options as fall does. I'm not sure if this applies to USC, but is there any difference in the order in which we study?
Yeah, so number of courses offered, yes, spring have a bit less. So maximum number of courses are offered in fall, then spring, and then summer. You can go to classes.usc. You will see what will be offered in fall and what will be offered in spring, or what was offered in the last spring. So that will give you a perspective. Also, the professor change. I mean, depends. It is not compulsory. Same professor will teach you in both fall and fall spring. So that is there, but
But generally, in the first semester, you'll find all the courses being offered in fall or spring. So it doesn't matter in which semester you're gonna join.
unless you have a very specific need,
Yeah.
then, yeah.
Cool. So the order really doesn't matter as such.
No.
In where you take courses. Okay.
No.
Thanks.
Sorry, just to add, if there is a course which requires a pre-studied course, then yes, the order will matter. Otherwise, not.
Okay, makes sense.
Siddharth?
Yeah, hi Ayush. So this is a bit of an odd question. So everybody has received a form which says that if you want to accept or decline. So what if I choose to accept now but decide to change my mind and
It's fine.
give?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. I have done. I mean, I had an admit from Buffalo before this, so I had accepted the offer. Then I got USC, so I accepted USC and said, I just drop a mail to Buffalo.
Yeah.
So
You're
have to
good
drop
as long as you don't have to pay that $500 commitment deposit.
Yes.
You can
Okay.
buy time until that.
So suppose I choose to select an acceptance from the form, but then I back out and apply to USC for a fall admission for 2022. Will that work in my favor or not? Like, do you have any idea about that?
I honestly don't have any idea. I mean,
I have read
I think
something related
they
to
will
this.
rejudge your profile again if you apply for fall 22, and you can keep the admission for spring. But if you're so bent upon in getting here into fall, so you can take that risk of applying to fall and wait for the fall decision.
Yeah, somewhere in the website they have mentioned that if you have a spring admit and if you want to apply for fall, you have to reach out to them beforehand, so that they'll consider your profile. Like, I don't know, maybe will
also,
get an advantage or something.
what I have heard, I mean, please don't quote me on
So-
this because it is a matter of your career. What I have heard, they say that they will rejudge your profile, but generally they do give the admit back. Again, I have just heard this from 2 people. Don't quote me on this.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Yeah, Saket, go ahead.
I mean, this is not a question specifically related to our talking, but in general, as a fresher, I'm very much worried about the jobs as a fresher. I mean, again, I already have some worry about spring. Okay, just before this talk, not now. But as a fresher, I'm worried. Will I really get a good job? Am I able to secure a good job to clear my loans and all?
Okay, let me be honest. After even 4 years of work experience, I am not sure if I'll get a job. So let's see. You will have that fear. It's just that how much you practice, how are you able to answer in that 45 minutes to 1 hour of interview? It all depends on that. So my roommate has been working for a year. He has a very good thing which he keeps on saying me, that more than your preparation, also luck also fails, gives a matter. That if you are in a good state of mind that day, who takes your interview, there are many factors. All that you can do, and what I am doing it right now is just keep preparing. If it is there, I will get a job, then I will get. Otherwise, you can't do anything. Just build a good resume, build a good profile.
Got it.
That's there are a few things which we can do, right? I mean, there's no point in worrying after time.
Yep, let's hope for good. That's it.
Yeah, just keep a backup plan. Just don't go all in. Keep a backup plan.